Does it tell you where you are? Yeah, it gives you your position, right? So effectively your GPS coordinates, and it puts them on the map and says, this is where you are. You are here. Yeah, Google sign with a circle and little arrows, and you are here. All right? So sat-navs give you all that. Do they give you information about your terrain that you're in?
Yeah.
They tell you where the hills are. They can do that. They can tell you also how to take a route, the shortest route, the quickest route, maybe a scenic route. Maybe you want to stop by a service station on the way and make sure that you take a route that maybe you need to have a rest. Yeah? So sat-navs do an awful lot of things, right? Unfortunately, as some people who use sat-navs have found out, they're superficial. They just tell you what's going on in the surface of the world. All right? If you go over a piece of ground which has got a giant cavern underneath it and the floor is pretty weak, you can go over the surface and the sat-nav saying, yeah, go down this route. This is safe. This is the way you want to go. You go over that piece of the road, you go drive into a lake, drive into a river. Somehow that information wasn't in there because it's just concerned with surface stuff. If it's a good sat-nav, it'll also tell you about traffic and obstacles that are in the way, and maybe you should change direction because something's come up that wasn't there before, that you knew when you started your journey. Yeah? It'll be clever enough to do that. Question. Is there such a thing like that for your lives? Do you have anything like that? Anybody know anything like that? In a compass, but I'm talking about out there in the world in terms of tools and technologies and personal development and all the gadgets that are out there, and all the techniques and all the knowledge and the skills that are out there. Is there anything which does the same stuff as we've been talking about with regards to sat-nav for your life? Is there anything that tells you exactly where you are right now in your life, in terms of your state, in terms of your purpose, in terms of where you're going? You know, in your landscape of your life, it tells you exactly where you are. You are in this emotional state, and you're currently having to get present to certain feelings of self-esteem. Does it tell you, actually, right now, you're trying to help somebody else come up with innovative ways about working with their perceptions and thinking differently? Actually, right now, you're working on connecting in to your sense of artistry around your knitting. Well, not that exactly, but at least give you a ballpark figure and say this is kind of where you are in your life. Does anything actually give you a route and say, based on where you are and where you want to go, here's the route of least resistance. Or here's a route which involves you stopping by at certain kinds of learning. All right? Oh, by the way, here's a route, but here are the challenges on the way, and here are the opportunities on the way. All right? Do you know anything like that?
Yeah.
Hmm? No, I'm talking about a technology or a piece of software or something, a system, a book that you can just go to at any given moment of the day or year or time of your life, and it gives you all that information. Anybody know anything like that?
Yes, energy diamond.
Oh, energy diamond. He's spoiled it now. He boiled the cat out of the bag. Of course, that's the next thing I was going to say, actually. Yes, actually there is. And I'm freaked a little bit, actually, because when I first put all this together, the work that I'm about to show you, there was stuff that was going on that I couldn't even believe. People were having coincidences, having synchronicities, things were turning up in their lives. And the weird thing was, it was all predicted. It was all predicted. Now, it's nothing psychic, it's not astrological, it's actually based on some straight science and understanding of your sense of yourself. We can play a little game called 20 questions. And usually, if you ask the right questions, what does the game of 20 questions allow you to do with another person? Yeah, find out what they're thinking in their head. If you ask the right 20 questions, within 20 questions, hopefully, if you ask the right question, you can figure out what's going on in someone's head. What they're thinking of, animal, mineral, vegetable, whatever. Right? Guess what? If you ask the right 30 questions to a human being about their life, it's possible to read between the lines and actually unfold their whole landscape.